Hey, Simone, thank you for joining us today. Let's get to know you better. Tell us about yourself and your role at Booking.com.
Sure. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I'm Simone Del Pinto, and I'm a senior engineering manager in Transport Business Unit within the Booking.com group. I've been working for Booking.com for 3 years in a couple of days, and it's been amazing so far.
Congrats. So tell us a little bit about Booking.com cloud environment and workloads.
So it's a mix of different technology stack. When I joined the company, they were facing a journey to cloud. So they wanted to migrate everything to the cloud. Now we've already migrated a decent amount of workload into the cloud. So we got 2 data centers, and part of our workload is running on AWS. In an orchestration layer on top of AWS that we've created to support our product teams, our engineering team.
That's great. And I know that you're also using Kubernetes, so let's shift gear towards Kubernetes. What are the pain points that you encountered in terms of managing your Kubernetes infrastructure and its costs?
There are a couple of things to call out. Probably managing costs and keeping under control has been one of our pain points. Technically speaking, it's been just difficult to create a sustainable governance process around cloud initiative and cloud workloads as well. Probably the main pain point was about giving our engineers something easy to adopt and manage, as well as probably raising the maturity level across our product teams.
These are challenges that we see across multiple users and companies. So how does Spot Ocean, I know that you're using it for some time, help address these challenges?
That's a good question, actually. I guess it's for us, it's been like having a dedicated engineering team for cloud, for our cloud stack. But in reality, it was just down to the software to decide how to scale up or down a cluster. So Spot essentially took over from us all the cluster management side, ensuring that our infrastructure was resilient while contributing to save cost. We saved quite a lot already, and it's a lot.
That's amazing to hear. So before we wrap up, maybe a last question from my side. Can you share how Spot was helpful also in terms of day-to-day operation and in terms of actual benefits that you see in your ongoing operation for Kubernetes and your cloud environment?
Sure. So first of all, let me briefly mention about the journey with Spot. Has been kind of seamless from the POC to productionize our environment. It took like probably less than 6 months, including tests, including making sure that everyone was comfortable on migrating production and, let's say, workload into Spot. Into day-to-day is like you don't have to think about your cluster. You have to think about your applications, because essentially Spot.io took over from us all the cluster management part of it, making sure that if an instance was terminated, Spot was replacing it with something new. The heuristic model you guys have created is fantastic. It's working really well. Operationally wise, we still have a dedicated team to manage our cluster environment. It's more about creating features and fixing issue with pipeline and things like that, more than managing the infrastructure part per se.
This is amazing to hear, Simone, and I'm really happy that you found Spot really helpful and that you find the best way to implement that and integrate that into your workloads and environment. So Simone, thank you very much for your time today. It was really enlightening to hear about your cloud journey and the story with Spot.
It was a pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much. And with that, let's go back to Matan and continue our show.